What's good, Plumboro? I'm Drew Bartow, alongside my co-host, Mike Devine.
What's going on?
And Justin Newman.
Yo.
And producer, the one and only Big Cat.
Good evening.
We aim to entertain and educate more than 3 Plum residents, so gather around and enjoy the sounds of Season 3 of Sour Plums. Welcome to the Sour Plums podcast, friends. Really excited to have 93.7 The Fans' Chris Mueller on again for the third time. Chris, I'm not saying it should go in your resume, but you're the only guest that's been on every season of Sour Plums so far. So what do you think about that?
It's a mixture of horror, a little bit of shame, certainly in there. Definitely confusion.
Why are you here? Why am I here, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this appearance and really what has happened so far since before we've hit record has caused a slight existential crisis, I would say. I'm considering nihilism as more of an acceptable worldview after all of this. So, I guess that's a way of saying thanks for having me, guys. I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, thanks for being here, Chris. We appreciate it. Before we get started, we're going to go around the horn tonight, Chris, talk a little bit of Steelers, a little bit of Pens, a little bit of Pirates, let you get you on your way to watch the Pirates game tonight at 9:40 start. It's already started, playing the D-backs. So I do want to go around the horn real quick and ask the guys, what are we drinking tonight, gents? Let's go with Justin.
I am drinking a Southern Tier Bourbon Smash, which apparently is ginger, mint, and lemon.
Nice. Terry Francona, Mike Devine.
Since I was waiting for all you guys to get online, I had my Dr.
Christ.
Pepper ready to go.
Dr. Pepper. Big Cat.
This was my breaking case of emergency. I hid this in the refrigerator, my last Mountain Dew.
going hard tonight.
And I popped it while I was muted because I'm, a true believer.
You're a professional. Yeah.
Thank you.
What about you, Chris?
I'm drinking water. I'm drinking high-quality H2O. I had a delicious beer earlier tonight, and I snagged those High Noon Transfusion limited flavor packs, which maybe I'll have one tomorrow. But I've got to be sober as a judge to watch the Pirates ply their trade in the desert.
All right, perfect. Nothing wrong with water.
High Noon Transfusion pack.
You've never had one?
It's like their limited release thing that I think is going to be there for a month and then be gone, pretty much.
Huh. I need to visit our favorite sponsor then.
You're going to have to, yeah. And I am drinking Alaskan Sneakers. It's an IPA from Local Remedy Brewing in Oakmont. Had it for the first time last week with a friend. And this is something I haven't said before. If anybody from Local Remedy is listening and you want to sponsor this show, I will drink your beer exclusively on this show if you sponsor us. So any brewery, I'm not above that. Any brewery who wants to sponsor our show, I don't even have to like your beer. I will drink it on air every week.
I can just chime in here before we get to the sports and say you said that with your eyes appearing to be half closed, so I think there's a certain level of authenticity you'd lend.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't be like one of those things where the McDonald's CEO didn't want to bite into his own product. It would be like more of a hair club for men. I'm the president and I'm a member.
I'm not only the client.
Cheers to that, guys.
So Alaskan Sneakers, is it like Alaskan Sneakers, the shoes, or like Alaskan, like I'm going to sneak up on you? What's on the can?
The shoes.
Okay.
It's like boots, shoes,
Got
Alaskan
it.
sneakers. Yeah. All right, so Chris, want to get to you here. There's quite a few things to talk about. First, let's talk about the Steelers. I want to pass on the Mekhi Lemon stuff for a moment, but we'll get to that because I think that's an indicator of how the Steelers are running as an organization right now. Overall, for you, though, their draft, what would you grade it overall? What did you feel about their picks, early picks? We don't want to go to the 4th, 5th, 6th round, but, top 3 or 4 picks.
I thought that they did an okay job with the first, I would say, 4 or 5 picks. I do think that the optics of getting swooped in on and kind of clowned by Howie Roseman, who's kind of, I still think, the best guy going. One of the things about being a radio guy, by the way, is you just are a pro at ignoring people. But no, I mean, I think that optically looked terrible, and I think you have to be careful sometimes in my kind of profession where I'm trying to call balls and strikes and call it like it is truly. And you can get people who, subconsciously or not, are trying to put a good face on something that happens to the team. So understanding that, like, I'm skeptical sometimes of claims that are like, oh no, they ended up Maxi Onachor is like actually like it's like a good outcome here for them because he actually is going to be better than Mekhi Lemon, who's volatile. I've heard that from enough people now who I do respect to think that it's possible. I think the guy probably is a better prospect than Broderick Jones. I think the fact that he's so new to football might actually help. I do think that their O-line coach, James Camp, and I think he's going to be better than Pat Meyer. And Lemon definitely was not, I think, everybody's cup of tea. So I think that the max pick looked terrible, feels better a week and a half out from it or whatever it is now from the draft than it did. And I think the fact that they got Bernard in the second round and made a little trade up to do it, a guy who I think is going to be a very polished route runner, like instant wide receiver 3, I think that makes the Honachor situation and what happened with Lemon a lot easier to digest. I think Bernard's the best pick they made pound for pound in the draft. I do think he's a day one starter. The Deebo Samuel comps feel a little forced. I think he's just more of like he's going to run good routes. He's going to make some plays. He's going to be a nice complement to what they have already with Pittman and with Metcalf. And then, like, listen, me and Pony got into it today. I would say we rarely out of season get into a truly spicy, like 25-minute knockdown drag out, but we did. And it was randomly about like semantics with Drew Aller. I don't love where they picked him. But he was the quarterback if they were going to take a mid-ish rounds shot that I wanted them to take a shot on, which is saying something for me because I went to Penn State and haven't rooted for that program a day in my life. But I thought he was a toolsy player. Like, that looks to me like a guy, if you think you have a coach now that can coach up quarterback play, take the shot on him, not Carson Beck. And so against that backdrop, like I was threading a needle for sure. Like I would have loved to have him at 86 or 85 or whatever, or 96, because maybe you can get another more useful player in the interim. But I think that that's going to prove to be at least an interesting pick. I wish they would, and I'm probably skipping ahead to another question. I wish they would tell Aaron Rodgers to pound salt. If they're trying to do the routine that we've all probably done at some point in our lives where they're trying to annoy a significant other enough that they break up with you and not the other way around because you don't have the guts to do it, like, fine. But if you drafted Aller and you have Will Howard sitting around and then you bring Aaron Rodgers back, what exactly is the point of all this?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of my other problem. So I didn't hate the Aller pick. Everett, the cornerback, coach on the field. You always hear he's like super mature. And then Jennings Dunker, I know, is going to sell more jerseys because Jennings Dunker is a mulleted, red-haired guy. But I've heard enough people who are not like crazy about him. They all think he's going to kick inside. He's not a tackle at this level. And then I'm hearing plays a little too tall. Kind of is just like a wild, like, mauler in there, but not in a good way. Like, you ever watch boxing and just see here's a guy who's going to run forward and throw as many punches as possible and smother you?
Yep.
Those guys can be taken apart by somebody who's calm and just knows technique. And so I think he's going to need a lot of coaching. So up through pick 99, up through the third round, I'm mostly fine with it. I don't know if I've done the thing where you make peace with it, but I'm fine with it. I think they made a horrible pick in the fourth round. I think Weechen's a terrible reach. I just don't get it. I don't think he plays offense for them. I think that, yes, the new kickoff rules mean that's more important than it used to be, and maybe he'll help them big time in the return game. I just don't see him playing offense. Like, I don't see – if he was an obvious wide receiver 4, okay, like, we can talk. You just drafted likely a specialist in the fourth round. Like, the consensus boards hated that pick. Eli Heidenreich has a better chance. I swear to you. Eli Heidenreich, who is related to my wife, I think it's like second cousins or something. I've known the kid since he was 9. I am slightly biased here. I think he has an honest-to-God better chance to be a wide receiver for them and a rotational wide receiver and a special teams ace-type guy than Weechen does. Like, I really do. So that pick is a head-scratcher. The guy from Notre Dame in the 6th round is laughable. I don't understand that. Not going to pretend that I've watched the safety from Oklahoma ever enough to, like, tell you about him. I'm forgetting another 4th rounder or something in there, I think, after Weechen. I'm probably completely blanking on who it was, but I gave it like a C plus B minus draft. Like I think there were some picks in there that people are going to like, but hard not to still look at the optics of the Lemon situation and scratch your head. And then I think they made a couple like depth picks on day 3 that I really did not think were necessary. That was a very long-winded answer. Sorry.
That's
So
all right.
can I have?
Go ahead.
I have 2 follow-ups on what you said. So you mentioned Jennings Dunker, and does the city love him because of what he looks like, or does the city love him because he's good? He's a good pick and a good value where we got him and we need him.
There's like some law in headline writing that it's like if you write the headline as a question, you already know the answer. And so I think you just kind of did that when you said, like, does the city like him because of what he looks like? I'm going to put it this way. If Jennings Dunker even just looked like me, shaved head, guy from Iowa, nothing, looks like a cue ball, is his jersey going to be, like, selling out? No. So I think you know the answer there.
Yeah.
Tormund Giants Bane.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm chewing on ice, and I thought I could get away with it there because that question would be longer. No, but I do think the guy's got a chance because like if there is one position in the NFL where you can kind of get by just mauling people and trying to maul people, it's probably guard. But I don't think he's like an instant comes in year 1. Oh, he went to Iowa. Their linemen are always good. I don't think he's that guy for them. I think he's more of a project than people are going to want to admit.
Yeah.
All right. And my second question to what you just said, let's assume Rodgers does not sign. Do you that's music to Drew's ears, I can tell you that. But who starts week 1? Do you start Rudolph and see what Howard and Aller do over the next few weeks in practice, or do you pick one of those 2 to start?
Are you saying what would I do or what do I think would happen? Because those are possibly 2 different questions or 2 different answers. I'll give you both, I guess.
Yeah, give us both.
What do I think would happen? You know what? What I would do and what I think would happen, actually, I'm gonna condense it here, actually are the same thing. There are reports out there that like Aller was very much McCarthy's guy, that he pounded the table for him. I'm pretty sure, like I could say with relative certainty, that the previous regime did not share the same opinion of Aller. I think they saw him as a big game kind of choke artist, frankly, which Penn State was, and he was. That's James Franklin. That's his epitaph right now for his Penn State career. I think McCarthy loves the toolsiness, and so I think like if Rodgers actually does not sign with this team and he is either retired or playing elsewhere, I think Drew Aller would be the week 1 starter, which is kind of wild because that doesn't happen. But I think that they would. I mean, just the way McCarthy talked about Mason Rudolph, if Aller shows like enough during camp that he can handle like even a half of a playbook, let's say, I think they would try to ease him in. Say, hey, we're gonna try to run the ball 30 times a game or whatever. We're going to have you on the Ben Roethlisberger menu where ideally you throw 17 to 18, 19 passes a game, and we try to do it that way. So that's kind of my bold call. I think he would be the starter because I think McCarthy would just say, this is my pet project. This is my first big swing to try to fill that position.
No. ABR, anybody but Rodgers. That's I don't care. I just don't care. I was going to ask the question about how bad the Steelers organization looks with the Mekhi Lemon stuff, with Rodgers holding them hostage. But you know what? I've heard Rodgers' name enough. I want to move on. I'm over Aaron Rodgers. So let's go to the Pens real quick, Chris. I want to get your take on what you feel like fans should feel about this season and the future. Is there optimism, or was this like sort of lightning in the bottle and this team's going to be shredded apart in the offseason anyway and no chance of getting back to where they were?
I think like fans are in a weird spot right now because you had enough success with this group that I think it would make sense that you'd want to keep Malkin there and kind of keep the band together. And yet, and I think this is going to be the conflict. So there's Angel and Devil. Angel says, wow, Kyle Dubas, what a great GM. I can't believe he assembled this team that made it to the playoffs. What a scrappy bunch. Devil, yeah, but Kyle Dubas also doesn't want Evgeny Malkin back and wants to accelerate this rebuild because he knows that what he did was a flash in the pan and kind of a weird confluence of circumstances. Rah, let's fight. I think that's going to be the flashpoint, man. I do. July 1st, Evgeny Malkin is a free agent. My gut right now tells me, and it's a pretty strong feeling, that he's not going to be back, that he will be suiting up for somebody else next year. And it'll be because the general manager wanted to make a power play out of it, honestly. Because he has the right not the right, but he has the ground to stand on as a 40-year-old even, who was a point-per-game player when he was healthy and played over half the team's games, like played almost 60 games, to say, yeah, I'll just come back and play for the exact same salary and you're getting a bargain. But I don't think Kyle Dubas wants to do that. I think he wants to get younger, even if that doesn't mean getting better. And I think people are going to have to come to grips with the fact that a guy they've watched for 20 years is to some extent being kind of cast out in the street by the new GM. So I think there's going to be some, I don't know if cognitive dissonance would be the phrase from my psych minor at Penn State, but I think that would be what it is.
What would you do, though, Chris? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
If this team was a flash in the pan, does it make sense to sign him and come the trade deadline if they're not doing well? Now, but isn't he a trade piece that they could get something
I would
back
say
for?
so. That's like your worst case scenario, but I always think it's funny, like in this whole debate, there have been some, I think most people want him back, but the people who don't, they never give like a tangible reason. They never give like some sort of specific player-based or stat-based reason they don't want him back. They just kind of say like, it's time, right? Vibes, it's time. Really? Who's he blocking? He's a winger now, first off. He's a right winger, or at least he lined up there for the Penguins this year. So who's he blocking in their system? No one. Does he play well enough to warrant $6.1 million? Yes. Valeri Nichushkin, what?
Bless you.
The Avalanche. Yes, thank you. Nichushkin of the Avalanche and Andre Palat were the two guys bookending him in terms of average annual value this year, like cap hit. Andre Palat had 15 points in 80 games, and Nichushkin, for a very good team, albeit, had like 49 points in 72 games. So Malkin's the best of the three. Yeah, he's old. Okay, fine. But like there's no like use case for letting him walk makes you better or serve some sort of master that you are trying to serve in your rebuild. So, yeah, if you bring him back, he's good, you're not. He wants to maybe compete with, I don't know, Ovechkin if they're in it down the stretch, or the Panthers get back in it because he has a house in South Florida. Like, why wouldn't you do that if you were Kyle Dubas? Other than like the ego portion of it, saying like this idea that Dubas basically told him this is your last year before the year even started, and then he'd be going back on his word and bending a little bit to the player's performance. I don't really understand why you wouldn't have him back.
I mean, yeah, for that price tag, I think it's fair to say why not. I will say, and we saw it again in the playoffs this year, and I'll use a phrase that the kids are using, he's so easy to rage bait into a dumb penalty. And if you're actually a contender, that's a problem. I don't know that they're actually contenders, so at that price tag, I'm okay with it.
Off the top of my head, I mean, you guys, I'll pose it to you. Off the top of my head, though, do you remember in the playoffs a penalty he took that was a rage bait penalty that specifically crippled them in that series? That feels like my point is in bringing that up is that feels like a boogeyman kind of thing. That's almost, I'm not saying that's like the appeal of him. Crosby is this incredibly likable, does the right thing on and off the ice, hockey robot god. Mm-hmm. Mario Lemieux was kind of aloof in that way, too. Here's this just phenomenally gifted human being who has the cancer and the back stuff, which are all great human interest stories. But, like, on the ice, almost like a deity. Just like, except, like, the one time I remember he fought a Capitals player. I don't even remember who it was. He, like, freaked out and lost his mind. Like, Crosby's kind of the same way. If you are, like, the fan of people who kind of go, okay, yeah, who do things that make you say, like, oh, yeah, he's relatable, right? Evgeny Malkin's your Penguin. Because he doesn't do so many stupid things like Chris Letang losing his mind where you actually get like visibly frustrated. Yeah. Like, yeah, you're not good enough to do that anymore. Evgeny Malkin is basically like, I'm like, yeah, I can relate to that. That guy gets so mad that he just wants to punch somebody in the face even though he knows he shouldn't. He's like, that dopamine hit of my fist hitting his teeth is going to feel good. And so
That's fair.
He gives in to like that, and I think that makes him oddly endearing. I know that's not an argument that I am making for like a good hockey argument, but like as a viewer, I want to see that. Like that's still the potential for pyrotechnics in a random December game against like the, they're playing the Winnipeg Jets, and you're like, whatever, who cares? Oh, that's nice, Connor Hellebuck, and then Malkin just loses his mind.
That's fair. All right, I want to turn to the Pirates. I know you're watching the Pirates right now. I want to start.
Oh, yes, another vintage Bubba start, by the way, in the making.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're down 2 after 1.
All right, we'll see.
He's in danger, by the way, of not holding on to that rotation spot if this continues. But I digress.
Maybe we'll touch on that. I think I'll talk a little specific, and then we'll go big picture. But Connor Griffin, I mean, everyone has talked about Connor. What do you feel like right now? Are you pleased with his progress? Is this exactly where he should be? I think when he got called up, everybody expected the fireworks right away, but the kid was 19. He's hitting Major League Baseballs when he should be hitting high A, double A baseballs. I think he's learning. He's doing exactly what he should be doing, if not more, at this age. I'm pleased with it. What are your thoughts on it, Chris?
So Seth Hernandez is like the next big thing, as it appears Ben Cherington might go 3 for 3 and take the best player in 3 straight drafts. But he's 20 and he's in A ball right now, so he's the same age as Griffin, or he's in his age 20 season, I should say. And he's just mowing down A ball hitters, and he still hasn't jumped to high A. Okay, so when you consider it through that lens, Connor Griffin turned 20 and basically on his 20th birthday, like snapped 2 at the plate. Just like suddenly the at-bats got more competitive, the contact got very loud. Not that it wasn't loud already, but the outs turned into hits. I know he's made a couple of like throwing errors, like 1 or 2, and like he has a bad ultimate zone rating or whatever it is because he hasn't had to go for many balls in the hole and actually try to get there. The defense and the glove have looked totally major league ready to me. The bat, even though he'll get fooled pretty badly by off-speed stuff, and I think like he's a victim of pitchers are confident against a young guy, and so they're spotting off-speed stuff to start the at-bat, and then he's like in the hole 0-1, and somebody just put a slider on the black at like 89 miles an hour, and you're like, oh, God, why can't they do that to like, why can't they just waste that good pitch on Henry Davis, for example? You're seeing, though, why they were so bullish on him and why I think a lot of the he's not up right away to break camp was contract-related. They wanted to maybe give him a couple of games just to make sure. They were talking about that deal. And then they made a pretty risky move, and he looks like to me, he's ahead of schedule. Like, you look at how bad the stats were offensively after, what we talk about, like 20 games here. Go look at his OPS now. He's an above-average player by OPS plus. On the 100, above 100 is good, below 100 is bad. He's like a 101 coming into tonight, and that was with a wretched start, really. His actual OPS is mid 700s.
723.
If he could learn to hit a baseball with a little bit of backspin, he'd probably have 2 or 3 more home runs already. He is a phenom, it looks like. I think that he is, if he's not right where he should be, if anything, I think he's actually slightly ahead of schedule. And when you consider how bad the offense was for him for the first several games, I think it's like an unqualified success for them. I mean, in many ways, pound for pound, it's the biggest coup of Ben Cherington's career here. Skeens was a decision, like, because Dylan Cruz was a legitimate I wanted Dylan Cruz. I would have gotten that one horribly wrong. So he got that one right. The fact that you draft an 18-year-old and he is on your big league club 18 months later, you've also gotten him to do a 9-year deal for $140 million. And I know with the Pirates, it's always, when are they going to trade him? Well, now they're probably not going to trade him for like 7 years, maybe 8. It's just an unqualified massive success at this point. Oh, and by the way, he's like one of their best hitters with runners in scoring position. So like he might get down in counts, and yet the moment is clearly not too big for him, which I think is relevant. Yeah,
I love what he's doing, and I think that's where I want to turn to the big picture a little bit here, and talk about the ceiling. What's the ceiling for this team? This lineup compared to last season's lineup is just miles away from where that was, right? And I was surprised, honestly, to see a 5-game losing streak. This is not, with his starting rotation, the lineup they have now, 5-game losing streak should be a rare thing this year.
I just want to make it very clear. I'm looking away from my screen because Griffin is hitting right now. So like he's also got that it factor. By the way, don't you guys
have
find
to watch
yourselves
him.
just going like, yeah, I want to turn and see what happens here. Like I
100%.
want to know what he's doing. What's the ceiling though?
In a tough division, but still.
Well, I think the Reds are frauds. I know that they have to get Hunter Green back, and I know that they could survive this way for a while. But that I believe run differential is usually pretty telling. They have a big -1. The Pirates are pretty positive. They're one of the better ones in all of baseball. I still think the Cardinals come back to earth a little bit, and the Brewers are again over 500, and they're the Brewers. But like I'm not positive that they have the devil magic in them like the Cardinals have for so many years. So I think the Cubs are the only team I would tell you is clearly better in the NL Central. But this team's ceiling is probably in that 88 to 90 win range. And if their pitching really holds up and like Jones comes back and gives them a huge shot in the arm, either later this month or early in June, like when he's actually eligible to come back, because he's not for a while still, you could see, if you squint and get the best case scenario for everything, you can squint and see 91, 92 wins. Now, I think that's really high. I think it's probably a mid to high 80s team, but that's pretty damn good, especially in this division. And like, I am surprised they had a 5-game losing streak, simply because I think they have too much starting pitching to actually lose that many. I mean, Dennis Santana gives you a very stinkeroo of an outing in the closing out a bullpen game. And then their offense just kind of gets silenced enough where they chip away in 2 of those other St. Louis games at that lead and can't get over the hump with like a big hit when they needed it. Other than that, like, you could, I know it sounds crazy, they could have won 3 out of 4 in that St. Louis series. So I think they're probably the second best team in the division. And if they stay healthy, I think they might have the horses to stay with the Cubs for longer than people think. Because I think the Cubs are pretty clearly class of the division.
Yeah.
I saw today that we are, 4th in the division, but we're ahead of 13 AL teams. So
yeah, the I think coming into today, there were 10 teams in baseball. Or no, while I was on the air yesterday, because the Brewers lost to knock it down by 1, because now they're 2 games over. Going into yesterday's action, though, 10 teams in baseball were at least 3 games over 500. All of the NL Central comprised half of that list. Like, just... It's stupid that, like, when the Pirates decide that they're going to be good, that the rest of the division turns into the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Like, somebody gets to be Arn Anderson, somebody gets to be Ric Flair, somebody gets to be, like, Tully Blanchard, then somebody gets to be the crappy one that they changed out all the time.
I mean, the year we had 99 wins, the Cubs had 100 and the Cardinals had 101, right? Like, that was what, 2015?
The 2015 was the Cardinals, I think, were 162. The Pirates were 98 and 64. The Cubs were 97 and 65. And they had Jake Arrieta, who may or may not have, for legal reasons, I will just kind of sit there silently and imply what might have been going on, or what seems like it was.
I have side-by-side pictures of him, so we can go.
Let me put it this way. I think there's reason to at least wonder aloud in that way that sports talk people do. Yes. Whether throwing across his body and changing his motion was the only thing that Jake Arrieta was doing. But then again, baseball doesn't care about that anymore. Remember, it was all good.
Yeah. Well, Chris,
allegedly. I have to say allegedly like 20 different times, because this is the Sour Plums podcast, and there is a very good chance I was just doing sour grapes there. But I don't know. The man looked like he could deadlift a small Volkswagen. Okay, let's just call it what it is.
If you look at
an absolute tank.
Look at pictures of him on the Orioles, and then look at pictures of him that year.
Yeah,
they are very different.
He looked like he got yoked up the way Tiger Woods yoked himself up from like 04 to 07 when he decided training with Navy SEALs to try to impress his father or something was like more important than winning golf tournaments. Except in Jake Arrieta's case, it destroyed the Pirates until the New York freaking Mets turned him back into a pumpkin.
Not
that I'm bitter.
No, Chris, I have one last question before I let you get back to watch the Pirate game. You mentioned his name, Jared Jones. He's going to come back. He's pumping 100-mile-per-hour pitches. He's got the arms there still. When he comes back, and they said he's going to be a starter, he's not going to be in the bullpen. When he comes back, assuming it's soon, what happens with Bubba Chandler, Majinski? How do you see that playing out?
So I mentioned Chandler just because I think it's pretty relevant here. Like, he's been the worst starter. And you don't want to say that because he's got probably the second purest stuff, although, man, Ashcraft looks pretty good.
He does.
If current trends persist, I think he takes Chandler's spot, and you tell Chandler, hey, man, you've got to work it out as kind of the long relief guy. We might let you go 3 innings at times, but, like, we're going to have to deploy you as a weapon. Perfect world, I think that Chandler finds it, stays in the rotation, and Majinski, even though he's the one who lobbied so hard to be a starter, goes to your bullpen where he could be like a true go through the entire lineup once. We might need you to get 1 inning of work one day, 2 innings another day, maybe even 3 innings. And, man, I don't think anyone's more cut out for it than him. So if you ask me to pick what of those will happen, right now I got to go with the trends and say Chandler probably gets sent to the pen, though.
Wow. I love what Majinski's done. And I was talking to my son the other day about, imagine he moves to the bullpen. That just strengthens that bullpen, which is a little bit of a weakness right now, as it is, especially when the starters go 4 or 5. Majinski's one of the starters that only goes 4 or 5 innings, right? So
Yep. Hi to my wife, who is, I don't even know what she's doing back there. She's like 33 weeks pregnant and hanging something on the door. I just want to stress again that Jake Arrieta was a picture of up and up, just great sportsmanship in 2015, and just, man, what a year he had again. Truly. Yeah. For anybody that's listening, I want to say that Jake Arrieta was completely clean and dominated the Pirates by virtue of his excellent preparation and attention to detail with regards to physical conditioning.
Well, Chris, more than 3 Plum residents are going to hear that, so
I was advised to say that by my legal counsel. Do you guys remember too when he just started to suck right after that series? That's the worst part of it, truly. Yeah. Like David Murphy just started clowning him in the next series, and I just got depressed. Anyway.
Well, Chris, that's all I have for you. I know we've been on for a while, and I know you're trying to watch the Bubba Chandler game here. I want to say thank you for coming on again, and it's always a blast. Like I said, only guests we've had on each of our first 3 seasons, so really appreciate you joining us tonight.
Well, so long as the Sour Plums doesn't get canceled before season 4, we can go and try to make it a 4 for 4. It'd be like the reverse of the golden sombrero in baseball. Instead of 4 strikeouts, it's 4 successful appearances on a podcast that will be heard by at least 6 Plum residents. Yes! We're doubling that audience, fellas. All right. A pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Justin, go Flyers, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
No, I'm just kidding. They're dead in the water, and you know it.
I don't give a shit either way.
Wait, what's the other team? The 76ers? They're playing too?
We are still playing.
Yeah, they're going to get slaughtered by the Knicks in a gentleman's league.
Chris, if you had to guess who Justin's favorite hockey player was, who would you guess?
Don't think too hard.
Oh no, I'm trying to think of like what's the obvious answer that is so far away from what you guys are waiting for me to say. Like if I said like I was trying like the name Christoph Oliva popped through my head.
The answer is Joe Sakic.
Joe Sakic.
That's pretty sick. That or Peter Forsberg would have been pretty good. If you had said like Matt Sundin, I would have been very impressed. Wendell Clark.
I was actually a huge Avalanche fan in the 90s.
Who else? Wait a minute. And I have to ask you this. I can't believe I'm like staying on voluntarily. Do you think it was complete BS that Ray Bourque went and whored himself out to the city of Denver and betrayed everything that he had built in Boston just to go chase a cup?
As an Avalanche fan, I loved it.
Fair enough. All right.
You asked that question like Justin actually watched a lot of hockey.
No, I know he was. I mean, I have no doubt that he had his Adam Foote jersey and everything else. I'm sure he, Patrick.
I actually have
Waugh.
a Justin Newman Avalanche jersey. Thank you very much.
All right, boys.
On that note, thanks, Chris.
See ya.
Thank you.
See you, Chris.
See ya.
All right. Thank you to Chris, and thank you to our sponsors, Continental Comb, Salute Beer Distributor, Nesbitt's Lanes, Coyote Outdoor, Tresco Concrete, Fast Signs, the Jen Mascara Real Estate Team, Busy Little Me, Pittsburgh Sports Complex and Self-Storage, Game Faces, The Commission, and our number one fan, D. Continental Comb Barbershop, a traditional barbershop servicing the area since 1973. Up to date on all the new styles and cuts. Call 412-795-7555 and mention Sour Plums for $5 off any service.
Tresco Concrete, the best concrete products on the market. Ready-mix concrete delivered to your door, guaranteed to get hard or your money back. And as always, their concrete is all natural, no supplements, and always 100% Viagra-free.
The Jen Mascaro team proudly supports the Sour Plums podcast. When it comes to selling your home promptly and at peak value, look no further than the expertise of the Jen Mascaro team. With over a decade of industry experience, we guarantee to guide you seamlessly through the process. For personalized assistance, contact us at 412-607-6318 or email jennifermascaro@howardhanna.com. At Salute Beer Distributor, we are bringing you a large selection of beers from local and national breweries. Our extensive inventory includes craft beers, seasonal specialties, your everyday favorites, adult slushies, and an impressive inventory of non-alcoholic beers. Salute's inventory has something special for every palate. Come browse the aisles at Salute Beer Distributor, located on Route 286 in Plum, next to Shop and Save. You'll be glad you did.
Busy Little Me's is a residential cleaning company serving Plum and local communities. Housekeeping duties include house cleaning, disposing of rubbish, sanitizing services, dusting, vacuuming, mopping, scrubbing, etc., etc. We do custom-to-you cleans once a month, once a week, or every 9 minutes. We got you, sis. We've also been known to do decluttering and pre-clean cleans. That's a real thing. We can also polish a dirty face, scrub a doggo's filthy paws, or even spit shine your shoe. Laundry? Need linens washed? Done. How about your husband's gutchies? No prob. That ugly camisole your mother-in-law gave you? What was that? Just throw it away? Your secrets are safe with us. BusyLittleMe's.squarespace.com.
The Sour Plums podcast is fueled by Dee. We didn't ask her to sponsor us, but she did anyway. Thanks, Dee.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We will jump right into Plum Problems, and this week, Justin has given us his Plum Problem.
Well, we're going to stay on topic since we're focused on Pittsburgh sports-ish. So the draft was here. We had Pittsburgh broke the record for most fans over 3 days. Great for the city, but was it really great for the city? Because if you read a lot of the things that happened after the fact, like a lot of businesses did not benefit from all those people being here, and stores or restaurants that were downtown did not see the traffic that they were expecting to see. And even after the draft left, like, it's still a mess downtown. Like, I tried to go to, I went to Pitt's graduation last weekend. The after party was at Bar Louie, and it took me 25 minutes to get from the University of Pittsburgh to downtown at 8 o'clock at night. It's not like there was traffic. There were so many detours because everything is still under construction or whatever they're doing. I don't think it benefited the city as much as we thought it was going to.
Yeah, so I think they hyped up almost in a negative way of how bad everything was going to be, and everybody that lived here stayed away from the draft, right? I mean, I know people went down there, but if you went to the draft, you stayed at the draft. So all the restaurants who thought they were going to get all this foot traffic, like, just, okay, think if you went to the draft and it was in Chicago, would you go to all the suburbs of Chicago? Would you go all around, like, the south side of Chicago, all those places to eat, or would you stay at the draft? You'd go to your hotel to the draft. You wouldn't go all those other places.
Right.
Like, you wouldn't be there to tour it. Like, you'd be there for the draft because it's a 4-day event and it's all day. So I don't think people were really touring around hitting up all the food spots like people think they were. And I even heard that the garages who were charging $250 a day, $300 a day, by day 2, public transportation did so well that they started dropping the prices because nobody was driving and parking there.
Yeah.
My brothers both went. They said the shuttle from the Minerva Mall had them in and out in like 25 minutes.
Wow.
So nobody was parking. They started dropping prices for the garages, so people would start driving down there and parking.
Yeah, I think the you mentioned it, guys. The people that were not going to the draft wanted to avoid at all costs based on what they had heard and what was reported. And I get it. It seems scary, the numbers, right, in a relatively small city. But I think the only people who might have had success were the very select vendors that were chosen to take part in the actual festivities down there at the draft. And other than that, everybody else suffered as a result. It is what it is. You live and you learn from it. I think it was overall still a great experience for the city, a great reflection of the city to the rest of the world. And Pittsburgh is, for some reason, because it's such a small city, it feels like it needs that validation. Like, if you're a Pittsburgher, you love hearing other people talk about how great Pittsburgh was the one time they visited. Like, it means something to you, right? It does.
Yeah, they did a good job at, like, showcasing the city. Like, there were some great shots of the city. Like, everything was all organized. I just don't think the businesses benefited from it as much. But I think they scared everybody away from going down there. Right? The people who would go there to spend money, they were scared away because you heard all this horror if you lived here of how awful it was going to be. So why would you go down there if you weren't going to go to the draft?
Yep.
That's fair. What are your thoughts, Big Cat?
I don't know if any of these big events ever benefit the community outside of the four walls of the facility. The U.S. Open, it never benefits Oakmont the way everyone thinks it's going to, with foot traffic and people spending money. Same with the draft. There's too much to do at the draft and not enough time to go sit down in a restaurant after you were at the draft all day. Yeah, I'm not surprised it didn't have foot traffic because everyone's busy at the event they paid to go to. And I don't know how it's set up, but like the vendors were like food vendors inside the draft. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
So why leave? I wouldn't want to leave. So these big events never have the type of impact with surrounding areas I think that anyone ever hopes for.
Well, they were selling beers for like $19.75 a piece, so like $20 a piece, and then they went to the casino and told them you have to sell beer for $20 because we don't want people leaving the draft to come here to get a beer, and spending money at the casino.
So they control the prices all around.
Right. So I would assume they did something similar for the restaurants down in the North Shore as well.
Yeah.
So not only are you telling everybody, hey, we're gonna have all these people here, so you can have people walking through your doors, but now they're controlling the price. So why would you leave and walk 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks to get a beer for the same price if you have a vendor right there selling the same thing?
Yeah. I mean, if you're Pittsburgh, it won't happen in our lifetimes, especially Mike's. If you're Pittsburgh, you definitely host it again. But lesson learned for everyone who's, hopefully, if it happens again, people will understand. Hey, businesses are open, and it's okay. We can. Traffic isn't that bad. So, yeah, that's very relevant, Newman. That was a big one. Everybody's talking about it. It just didn't do what people thought it would. A lot of disappointment in the air. All right.
Yep.
All right, Newman.
Andy.
What do you got for us in this week's Minority Report?
All right, folks. This week's Minority Report, for those of you who don't know, the Minority Report is only a minority of people know, but the majority of people should know. In honor of Cinco de Mayo, we are going to make crunchy taco shells out of soft shell tacos. So you take a muffin tin, you turn it upside down, you spray the muffin tin, and you place the tortillas, obviously in between the muffin tin. You spray it with cooking oil and bake them for about 10 minutes at 375 degrees, and you now have crunchy tacos. Happy Cinco de Mayo, kids.
Is that more like almost like a crunchy taco bowl, or is it?
Yeah, it makes a bowl.
Yeah,
Yep, it makes it a bowl. Yep.
Okay, a little taco salad action.
Yep.
I like it. That's popular here. We have Taco Tuesdays often. We actually had fajita or fajita Tuesday.
Chicken fajitas.
Chicken and steak fajitas for Cinco de Mayo tonight. But Taco Tuesday, I would say 6 or 7 of us usually have taco salad. So that's a good one. That's a good one, Newman. Pretty simple, too.
Exactly. Try to make it simple and relative to the day.
The simpler, the better. We don't want to deal with microwaves again and clocks and all that stuff that you had last time. I think this one's pretty foolproof.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's how you make a little taco salad bowl for yourself at home. Kind of like the bread bowl at Panera or wherever else you can get those. I'm sure everywhere. But Mike, do you have a would you rather for us tonight?
Kind of.
I think it's convoluted. Yeah, I think
it's not really a would you rather. This is more of a thinker, but
it's a great name for a segment. A thinker.
Yeah. We'll put it in the would you rather category, but
would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather? Wascally wabbits.
Is that what I said?
Oh, it is.
It is.
Would you rather?
Well, I'd rather you read the question so we can answer it.
All right. Are we done?
I wanted to say one thing.
We are always done.
Do it, Big Cat.
A better name for this segment would be bottom of the barrel. It feels like you're scraping the bottom of the proverbial barrel of ideas for would you rather.
I don't like
Never mind.
That name.
Go ahead.
You ran out of would you rather, so we're doing would you rather.
If you laugh, it makes it better. If it laughs, you'll feel better. Don't hold it in.
This dumbass question.
God, his forehead was turning red.
Let's go, Mike.
I'm ready. Are you? All right. Someone offers you $5 million to eat
Done.
one food.
Whatever you say next, I'm going to do it. Done. Yes.
Oh, I wish I thought of something quicker than that because I would have said something funny. But Someone offers you $5 million to eat one food in 2 hours, but that food, when stretched out, has to equal 1 mile. What food are you picking?
First of all, what's the order?
Well, because Drew said that like that. Drew's going to go last, and Justin and Big Cat can go before him.
Okay, Justin first.
Yeah.
All right, so I have 2 hours to eat this food for $5 million.
1 mile
for
worth of food.
1 mile.
Fucking impossible.
In theory, if this was feasible, I would say my answer would be Arby's curly fries, because you can stretch those bitches out and they're not going to be as many. So my answer is Arby's curly fries.
Still a lot of fries, but
I'm thinking more along the lines, am I going to be able to keep this food at a safe temperature to eat for 2 hours? I don't want to have 5 million but a stomach bug because I ate some bacteria-ridden food that's been sitting out for 2 hours. 2 hours,
We'll say
2
it's
hours
safe.
is a long time. I know.
They can
I'm just making
prepare
a
as you
joke.
go. Okay.
Drew looks very confused. The longer food sits out, Drew, the worse it gets. Okay.
I understand, Big Cat.
Okay. Don't eat food that you've left out on the counter.
Would you ever die? Or would you...
I will rather die. Okay, any food? I don't know. I for some reason like a pepperoni roll. Is that an option?
Sounds delicious.
You're gonna eat like 3 of those. You're done. But yeah, it's an option.
What if you
Okay,
unroll it?
sorry. Justin's eating a single fry for a mile long.
I didn't say a single fry. I was just
No,
saying
I know.
stretching them out.
What does stretching out mean? You just make it longer?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it means to stretch
Yeah, so I'm
out.
just going to stretch out a
You can unroll it.
pepperoni roll. It's
would make
it's
it
bread,
longer.
pepperoni, and cheese stretched
Okay.
out.
That's a lot of bread.
That's a
mile.
lot of bread.
It's stretched out a mile. It's going to get so thin. I'm gonna be slurping that thing down like a fruit roll up.
Speaking of
if
slurping,
you stretch it out a mile before you cook it and then cook it, it makes it less to eat.
Okay,
Mike thought about this.
let's test it.
My answer is slices of watermelon for a mile because that's an easy. It's just
I
water.
like that.
It's easier.
I love
I could eat
watermelon.
that for I could eat that for a while without getting full. A mile, no, this isn't feasible. But if it were feasible, that seems to be like a food that might give me.
What
a
if we make it a
chance.
day? If a day is more feasible.
No, don't stretch it out more.
It doesn't. It's not the time.
I'm still eating a mile.
the length.
What if we make it 10 feet? That makes it more feasible, Mike. It's more of that.
A
I
mile.
want to try one of those watermelon eating contests where they just go to town on the watermelon.
Go ahead, do the motion, Mike. Do what you want to do. Jeez, you motorboating son of a bitch.
Wow, that went so far so quick.
Holy
Wow.
shit! That's
Just say this
Mike.
bourbon smash is kicking in, boys. I'm getting bourbon smashed over here.
Now, I want to ask Mike 2 questions. Mike, what's your answer? And B, 1 and B. Of our 3, what do you think is the most feasible?
So I really did think about this a lot, and I did the math too. I'm eating rice because before you cook it, it's just under 6 cups of rice. I could do that in 2 hours.
Huh.
It's just under 6 cups of rice?
It's a lot of grains of rice in a cup of rice.
Not a mile.
I had ChatGPT do the math for me.
Oh, okay. Well, ChatGPT says so.
You better ask fucking Claude to do that shit.
Yeah. That's
Who?
true. Can't do it.
Right, rice grains
Did
in
you
a
say
mile.
who?
So
There's no Claude?
Listen, a cup of rice typically contains around 40 to 50,000 grains. That sounds like a lot, actually.
Does it?
Does it
Yeah.
now?
I
Who'd
don't
have
know.
thunk it?
If we use 40,000 as a baseline, then divide by 230,000 grains. I don't know where they got 230,000 grains by. I didn't actually read this. I just saw the end.
You ever eat,
5.7.
you ever eat Chinese with rice and you
5.75.
get full right away?
Right?
But I have 2 hours. But then you're hungry 10 minutes later, so I would just keep eating it.
Yeah, take a break and come back to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy
man.
shit.
I stand by
Off
what I
the
said.
rails. Off the rails.
Great
And
job.
I clearly didn't clear this because then I went right into my pull filter and how to set the timer. So it's all skewed now. I still
All right,
stand
well.
by it. Rice. Jess said
Newman.
popcorn because I asked her answer earlier today too. She said popcorn because
Okay.
it's airy.
Okay.
That's a really smart answer too.
That's reasonable. Yeah.
I like that one. I like that one.
She won't know that though because she won't listen.
That part. Andy, we're off topic. I'm sorry. Andy,
It's okay. Newman, yes. Yes.
we get musical up in this piece tonight.
We are. Lyrical Miracle. I'm having fun with this. You guys are having fun with this, I think. This is where I'm going to name a song title and the artist and then recite a small sample of lyrics before stopping to allow you to share the words that come next in the song or maybe in the middle of a lyric too. I might do that tonight a little bit. We take turns here. If you're correct, you advance to the next round. If you miss it, you're eliminated. Like I said, I'm usually looking for 100% accuracy. We're very, very close to it. Please play along at home or in your car. Belt this shit out if you do it. I know some of you are listening to this when you're in your car, and let's have some fun with it. Tonight's category, 90s. I put a little slash in there. Early 2000s rap. There may be one or two that's early 2000s, but 90s rap. I know Mike's already over there.
Rap could be so many different things. I could be really good at this one or really bad. So we'll see.
Okay. Well, the first one's going to be just one word for you, so I think you have a shot at this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
did
what's
grow up
the
in
order?
Wilkinsburg.
Yeah. Well, that street cred.
Yeah,
What's the order?
We're going to go Mike,
of course.
Mike Newman, Big Cat.
Ooh, switching it up. I
Mike
like
Newman,
it.
Big Cat. All right, Mike. Dr. Dre with Eminem. Forgot about Dre. All right. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of.
Gibberish.
All right,
you
Mike
go.
moves on. I tried to give you a little bit of like flow there. I got a little bit of flow. I got white chocolate flow. All right.
White something.
All right. We said Newman.
Yeah.
White- All right. Ice Cube. It was a good day.
Ooh, I like it.
Drunk as hell, but no throwing up. Halfway home, and my pager's still blowing up. Today, I didn't even have to use my blank.
AK.
All right.
Today
I
was a
gotta
good
say,
day.
It was a good day.
Nice.
All right. Good job, AK.
Good job.
All right.
Well done.
We're cruising. We're cruising. All right. Big Cat.
Yep.
Tupac, California Love.
Okay. I'm locked in.
Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like
Alien S.
Incorrect. Now, I
Why
will
do
say
you
this.
buzz so goddamn loud?
That was Newman.
I'll
Sorry.
do that to you.
Big Cat is out. Now I will let Mike steal this one. If you get it wrong, you're not eliminated though, Mike. But I'll let you steal it if it could be right. Do you know it?
All right. Say it again.
Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like.
I don't know.
Okay.
Elliot Ness.
Perfect. All right, Elliot Ness. Okay, you're both still in it though. That was just.
I was
close.
close. Never knew. Like I knew what he said, but obviously I was just saying it.
Good job.
No.
It was close.
No, it wasn't.
All right. I think Mike's in
It
trouble
was pretty
here.
close.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go with this one. Notorious B.I.G. Hypnotize. Okay, Mike. Dead right if the head right. Biggie there every night. Papa been smooth since days of
Nope. No idea.
Under ruse. Never
Under
lose.
Ruse. Under Ruse. That's for the win, but I want to see if Newman can get one for to seal the deal here, Newman. for
Copy
fun.
that.
All right. Easy E, Boys in the Hood. A car pulls up. Who can it be? A fresh El Camino rolling Kilo G. He rolls down his window and he started to say, "It's all about making that."
I don't think I know it.
You don't know that one. All right.
Hold on.
Does
Do it one
anybody
more
know
time.
I
Do
might
one more
know
time.
it.
Give it to
I
me
might
one
know
more
it.
time.
Yeah.
He rolled the whole thing.
Yeah, please.
A car pulls up. Who can it be? A fresh El Camino rolling Kilo G. He rolls down his window and he started to say, "It's all about making that."
Oh, that GTA.
Yes, GTA.
Nice.
GTA
Yes.
stands for. Anyone?
I know.
Anyone? What do you know? What is it?
Well, I Grand Theft Auto.
That's correct. Grand
Okay.
Theft Auto. Does anybody know what under ruse are?
Those would be the underwear that had the little characters on it.
Yeah, they had like top and bottom, but they were like superhero characters a lot. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well done. Who the winner? Who the winner is?
Justin.
Newman. Good job. Good.
Nice
good.
work.
Valiant effort, fellas.
It's my wheelhouse.
I know we have enough left over after that
Debacle.
We got part two. We got part two
Part
next week.
next episode.
Oh,
I was out so fast, I got whiplash.
Ooh, look at you. I see you dropping it.
Look at that. We're gonna have to come off the Sour Plums rap.
Oh yeah, that'll go over well.
Mike's going to chat GPT this shit out of it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right, let's take a quick break to thank our other sponsors to make this episode and this whole podcast possible. So thank you to our sponsors.
Whether chaos in your house or chaos on the court, Pittsburgh Sports Complex and Self Storage has your back. Conveniently located in Plum at 307 Coxcomb Hill Road. Book online anytime. Don't miss out. Score 50% off your first storage rental with code GOAL.
Nesbitt's Lanes Incorporated. Family bowling center specializing in open bowling, league bowling, bumper bowling, birthday parties, group events, fundraisers, all-night bowling parties, summer leagues, Sunday morning specials, in-house tournaments, junior bowling program, after-school bowling program. They can be reached at 412-793-5556. Web address is www.nesbittlanes.com. And when you book and mention the podcast for your child's birthday by the end of the year, the birthday child is free.
It's grilling season, and Coyote Outdoor Living has you covered. Upgrade your barbecue game with a new grill from Coyote Outdoor. Choose from their vast lineup of gas, charcoal, electric, and pellet grill options. They also carry a wide variety of stainless steel storage and refrigeration solutions to complete your dream outdoor kitchen. Go to coyoteoutdoor.com and get ready to grill, baby. Grill in style.
Game Faces Airbrush Face Painting. You've seen us at Steelers games, Pirates games, and at Plum community and sporting events. But did you know that we also do private parties? Game Faces can handle anything from your child's party all the way to your company picnic. Check us out at gamefaces2.com. That's gamefaces with the number 2.com.
Need signs, banners, or graphics that get noticed? Fast Signs deliver quality, speed, and service that stands out. From business branding to event materials, they do it all fast. Visit Fast Signs today and make your message impossible to miss. Make your statement.
This is Coach Yo from the Commission. I started a mentorship program for the kids called the Coach Yo Experience. I wanted to give the kids the safe space to be themselves without judgment. There's 15 sessions to help your kid navigate through life better. Coach Yo, contact information 412-360-5929.
All right, welcome back. It's time for Big Cat's Conspiracy Corner. BCC.
Jesus.
C.
BCC.
It's not mine. It's Big Cat.
BCC. This is a Newman segment. Sorry. BCCC. Okay,
I
wow.
am never drinking one of these again.
All right, Big Cat, take it away.
I'm BC on the CC. All right, welcome back to Conspiracy Corner, the part of the show where I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm just noticing a pattern. Tonight's question: when was the last time you actually discovered a song on your own? Not because it was recommended, not because it was trending, not because it just appeared in your life like a musical ghost. I mean, found it. Exactly. The silence is deafening. I guess you guys could answer one day.
This is usually your soliloquy.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I know. I was thinking today, you guys could answer, I guess. There used to be a process. You'd hear a song randomly, ask your friend about it, burn a CD, download something you probably shouldn't have. You had to work for the music. Now, music just shows up like, hey, you'll like me. Now everything is for you, recommended, because you listen to. At what point did we stop choosing music and music start choosing us? Because I don't remember applying for this. I didn't fill out a form like, yes, I'd like to hear the same 12 songs for the rest of my life. And look, I'm not complaining, but you have noticed it's always the same artist popping up. Taylor Swift, Bad Bunny, The Weeknd. No matter what mood you pick, sad, here's Taylor Swift. Happy, still Taylor Swift. Working out, Taylor Swift again, just louder. They give you options, but not really. It's just like Netflix for music. You scroll for 10 minutes and somehow end up with the same thing you always pick. That's not freedom. That's guided independence. Now, again, I'm not saying anything shady is happening. for legal reasons, but there is definitely a feeling that some songs get a little extra encouragement. You ever notice how a song drops and within 48 hours, it's number one on playlists, number one on charts, number one in your dreams? You're like, did I find this song or did this song find me? There's the streaming numbers, billions of plays, billions. Now, I'm not great at math, but that's a lot of listening. So either every human on earth is locked in or someone's phone is working overtime. I'm not blaming it all on bots. I'm just saying some songs feel like they've been listened to by people who don't blink. Now, with short form video, songs aren't even songs anymore. They're like 15-second moments. You don't even know the verses. You don't know the bridge. You just know that one part and think, oh yeah, that's that TikTok part. So now you have to ask, if algorithms choose what you hear, playlist decides what's popular, and songs go viral before you even know they exist, are we discovering music anymore? Or are we just being introduced to what's already been decided? Because at this point, discovering music feels like finding a song with 400 views and thinking, oh wow, I found something. Meanwhile, the algorithm is like, relax, we'll take it from here. So next time a song blows up overnight and suddenly everyone you know is playing it, just ask yourself, did we all find this song or did it find all of us at the exact same time? Because that feels less like discovery and more like a coordinated introduction. I'm Big Cat, and this has been Conspiracy Corner, where I'm not saying the music is controlled. I'm just saying it already knows what you're going to like.
Well said, Big Cat. I know I've said this on the show before, but, your music's being fed to you and in your algorithm and all that stuff. Man, do I miss... I know I'm going to sound crazy saying this, but part of me misses the waiting for a song to download on Napster. That I know Napster was illegal. Thank you, Metallica. But
yeah, thanks, Lars.
You just seeing on your dial-up connection like how long? Oh, it's only going to take 4 hours. Oh, it's 6 now. Shit, it's going to be overnight. And wake up in the morning, you have one new song to listen to, and you were so excited about it. And sometimes it was so pirated, it wasn't even a good quality version of the song. But it was, I don't know. If you gave that to a kid today, they'd lose their minds, right? I don't know. I miss those days a little bit. Maybe that's just because it was the time when I was growing up as a teenager that I miss a little bit sometimes. But everything's force fed to you now. Like you said, Big Cat, it's all right there. It's all for you. It's all served up as you play a song on YouTube, and then they decide what you're going to hear next. So no, well said, Big Cat.
Thank you.
Appreciate the BCCC. Very good. All right, let's move on to blind rankings. Blind rankings is where Mike gives us a category. Within that category, he gives us 5 things individually, one at a time, and we have to rank them blindly. Usually 1's the best, 5 is the worst. Sometimes he switches that on us, depending on the category. Last week's was a little bit wild and weird, but we'll see if Mike reins it in this week. What do you got for us, Mike?
Tonight's category is... we are blind ranking 90s crushes.
Okay. 90s crushes.
All right. We'll go Justin, Drew, Big Cat.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Leave me last for this one.
We'll start with a pretty popular one. We'll go with Topanga Lawrence.
Oh, so we're going fictional characters. Or is this a mix? Okay. Well,
No, these were people you went to school with.
No, I meant like actresses versus a character. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, the character or the actress. I mean, it's one and the same, I would think. But
I'm just going to preface this for all my answers. This was me then having a crush on them then. Not me now having a crush on them then.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not first. Shit, I was going to say something there. Never mind.
Right.
Say it.
Justin, you're up.
I look like Kash Patel. Sorry, too political.
Careful.
Justin, you're muted, by the way.
I literally went on a 30-second tirade. God damn it. Holy shit, I'm not drinking this ever again on the
podcast. And we couldn't even see you because it's all black.
Damn it.
God.
All right. My answer is Topanga is number 1. She always has been and always will be. I don't care if it's
Okay.
Topanga Lawrence, Danielle Fischel, the same person, number 1.
Is that the actress name?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Topanga, yeah. Danielle's her name.
Yeah.
Back when Boy Meets World, I'm gonna put her at 2. She certainly had a teenage-ish crush on her back then, and I think it was a combination of her being attractive, but also smart and on a show I really liked. But maybe there's somebody that she was a little bit weird, which I'll dock her to 2 for that. She was a little bit weird. Like in real life, I probably would have stayed away from her a little bit. You know what I mean? But
She was weird in the first season. They really changed who she was in the second season and everything after.
She growed up.
Yeah.
Oh, she sure did.
Easy, Newman. Easy.
Dang it, easy.
Like Big Cat said, teenage Justin.
This is me then. Not me now.
What's your answer, Big Cat?
I was gonna put her at 2, and then you mentioned that weird first season. That'd be a lot to get through. She was goofy. She was like putting
She was also
face.
like 9, so you maybe
putting,
go through the later seasons.
Hey, this is my turn. This is my time. Save your rebuttals till the end. Yeah, I just remember her like painting her face up or something. Maybe she was just trying to scare him off. I don't remember the storyline. I'm putting her at 3.
I don't know though. That's a good point, Big Cat, because you've all experienced this, I'm sure, when you're in high school and you're in 9th grade or in 8th grade, and then there's your 11th, 12th grade person. There could be a glow up there, but you can't forget about that 9th grader that was a little awkward and did some weird shit. You know what I mean? And it's hard to overcome that in your mind. So that's fair, Big Cat.
Thank
fair.
you.
But Newman, like. 1's fair too. That's hard for me to argue with either one of these. Yeah.
Next one, Hillary Banks.
I will put Hillary at number 4. She was too ditzy for me.
Yeah, Hillary's 5 for me. I never had much of a crush on Hillary Banks. Very exactly Newman said, ditzy, just over the top ditzy. Like nah.
Yeah, she's going at 5 for me too. I don't think I'd be able to. Like she'd be maybe if I would have a crush on her, but I'm not in her league financially. I know that's not even a question.
She got that money though. That's why she's at 4.
Guys, I had this thing just clicked in my head. I just want to warn you that we're putting her at 5, and Mike's going to come up with like JTT. Jonathan Taylor Thomas is like the 5th one.
He'd be top 2. He'd be top 2 for sure. Yeah, you put JTT on the list.
He's jumping Hillary for sure. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, come on. He did more for the culture.
Winnie Cooper.
Which culture?
I don't know.
Bowl cuts like I had. Like
Detroit.
Winnie Cooper is going at number 5 for me.
Who?
Winnie Cooper.
Oh man,
number 5.
She did nothing for me. She's just a scrawny, long-haired weirdo.
Yeah,
really.
Wrong decade for me.
Yep. Winnie did nothing for me.
You know what? I'll put Winnie at 3. She's a whiter Topanga.
Don't disrespect Topanga like that.
I put her at 3. I put her behind Topanga. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Winnie Cooper, brother. Yeah, she's at 4. For me, I have nothing. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to add.
Okay. This or that. Talking the Pooh or Winnie Cooper?
Winnie the Pooh all day.
Pooh, baby.
Okay.
He had that honey hookup. Dude, you talking about I can walk around with just a t-shirt on eating honey? 100 Acre Wood, baby. Christopher Robbins. I'd be like, yo, what up, Tigger?
What did you just say?
Oh my God! Off the rails. And he's drinking Mountain Dew.
Got Mountain Dew.
He's starting to laugh like Tigger. All right, who's
Your
4?
face hurts me all the time. It's fine.
Kelly Kapowski.
Kelly Kapowski, number 2. Number 2.
Kelly Kapowski.
Number 2.
I don't know. I thought she was stuck up. I love Saving the Bell, but I'll go with Kelly. I'll put Kelly at 4. Man, that's a risk.
Oof! Wow.
Yikes. I mean, yeah, dude, Kelly has to go at 1. Did she put up with Zach? She'll put up with me. Kelly Kapowski, number 1.
All right, last one. Lance Bass.
I told you guys. I told you guys.
Hey,
So
he was
funny.
definitely a
Gotta go
90s
3.
crush.
So funny.
You didn't even say Justin Timberlake. That would have been a much better answer at this point.
You can't just you can't just leave out Chris Kirkpatrick or whatever.
I feel like Justin Timberlake wasn't a crush till the 2000s, though.
Yeah, but
Why wouldn't Lance Bass be over him?
also this kind of makes a little bit of sense because Lance Bass is gay, right?
Right.
Correct.
I was thought about that.
At least
If we're reducing him to his preferences only, yeah.
well, if we're talking about,
I got you. Got you.
I just snarfed so loud.
Snorfed.
Snarfed.
Newman, where are you putting him?
3. That's the only thing I've left.
Oh, well,
I have 2.
I'll put Lance Bass at 1 because that's all I got left. I knew it was going to
That's what
happen,
you
and I
get.
still did it. I could have put Kelly there, but no, I got Lance Bass at number 1.
I tried to steal Drew's turn. I have to put him at 2 because I have nowhere else. Thank God I slid Kelly into 1. I'm good. You know what? Actually, as I think about it, I'm good with that list. You know, all things considered.
Okay. What about you, Mike? What's your list? Well, obviously, you have the foresight.
Lance Bass is 1. Who's the other 4?
Lance Bass is
Lance is
1.
1. Who's the other 4?
So I have Topanga at 1, Kelly at 2, Winnie at 3, Hillary at 4, and Lance at 5.
Wow.
I had frosted tips like Lance did too.
I did
Yeah,
too.
you did.
I'm not gonna lie, I did too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I wanted them. My mom didn't let it sit long enough. It was yellow. Whatever.
Frosted tips, 2 earrings in 1 ear. I was all there.
I had 0 earrings and 2 ears, so that's about the same.
The only reason I had 2 earrings in 1 ear is because when you got your ear pierced back then, I assume it's the same now. You had to buy both earrings, and I thought it was a waste of money to not do anything with the other earrings. So I was like, well, I'll just put them both in.
They must have been a nickel back then.
They were pretty cheap. Like, I got Lily's ears pierced like 4 times at this point, and they're like over $100. I think I only spent like $30.
They came with my Cracker Jack.
That was an ageless joke.
I don't know
All
what I'm
right.
saying. I don't know.
All right, Mike, that was actually pretty fun. So, anybody have any Plum shout outs?
I have a couple tonight. So one, I want to give a shout out to our listeners because Jess doesn't listen to the show. She does, but she's way behind, so she listens sporadically. But when I complained about where the air fryer was on our counter, multiple people texted Jess and yelled at her for it being in an inconvenient place, and we have since rearranged the kitchen. And I have used the air fryer multiple times in the last 2 weeks now because
Look
it
at
is in a
Love
much
that.
more convenient place now.
Awesome.
I just used it today for lunch, actually. So thank you to everybody who texted Jess. I think she honestly got about 4 or 5 text messages from people saying, "Why would you put it where it is?"
That's crazy.
Nice.
Well, shout out to the 10U girls team that Drew and I coach. There are some girls on that team right now who are hitting the ball off of pitchers that, I'll be honest, I didn't think they had any business hitting the ball off some of these girls that they're hitting from. And the girls are out there having a great time. It is a joy to watch their face after they get a hit. And I think some of these girls have never hit a ball off the pitcher, off of a kid pitcher. And it is just, I'm having a great time with this team right now. And then I'm shouting out Chase tonight. He had tryouts last night for summer tournament ball, and he saw the coach tonight at our game, and he got an offer to be on the team this summer. So he's very
Nice.
excited.
Awesome.
Shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So Lily said to me, I guess we're switching places because I'm not playing tournament ball for the first time ever, and I'll be at the fields watching him this year. So I said, yes, you will be at every single game, eating concession stand food, and not on your phone. You'll be watching your brother and cheering for him.
There you go.
Don't get your hopes up for that
Why is
concession
she not
stand.
doing tournament ball?
She didn't play in-house this year. She's in too many sports, and it's time for her to start focusing on the ones she's going to play in high school. So it was time to give up softball.
There you go. Not to follow up on Mike real quick, 10U, that the girls softball team is, you're right. Like our Ayla, she wasn't, this is the first time she's ever faced kid pitch, other than the fall a little bit. But yeah, she's having fun. When she swings the bat, she can hit the ball. So that's the key. That's honestly the key with half the team.
Yeah.
Just swing the bat, right? So they're having fun. It's been good. I think she's having fun, which is good, and smiling and happy. We got to work on her sliding. If nothing else, she is entertaining.
She told me she put a pillow in the living room and she's sliding into the pillow.
There you go. Hey, it's better than not practicing at all, right?
Yeah. So she always has a smile on her face. She gets third base, and when I'm coaching there, and she is smiling ear to ear. So either she is faking it better than anybody I've ever seen, or she really is having fun.
She's having fun.
So
yeah,
it's a good time.
Good. Anyone else?
I will shout out the money grubbing Kenyon. He's a money pit. He was asked to try out for AAU volleyball as a setter. He came home and he said, "Dad, they don't want me as a setter. They want me as an outside hitter." I said, "Are you fucking kidding?" So, congratulations to Kenyon for being asked to play AAU fucking volleyball. Yay. I'm so excited.
Congrats, Kenyon.
Pain in my ass. No, I mean, he's very, very excited about it. So I'm
That's
happy
awesome
for him. So
that's great.